Yo guys, what is going on? It is Hype here. I'm back on YouTube. I've been away on a little bit of a break, so to speak. I've just been way too busy with my time in order to make videos. But I'm back and I'd like to thank you all for coming back. If you're viewing this as a rejoining subscriber, so to speak, I hope you all had a very good Christmas and I hope you all had a very good New Year, and I hope that you have a very healthy and prosperous one. Now, I'm going to be back on my channel with a brand new series. This series is called Let's Rant. So the idea behind Let's Rant is that we pick games that are under debate and discussion, whether for good or bad or both. So what better game to start with other than the biggest letdown of the year, that is Star Wars Battlefront. Does anyone else here feel that they got mugged off when they first played this game? That they didn't get anything that they wanted or what they were expecting? So what do we want to start on first with a game that is riddled with bad points? We're going to start with those behind it. Them masters of the universe, that is EA. It's probably even in the fucking English dictionary, you know? EA, them two little letters. When they put their name behind a game, you know that it's going to be awful. They're going to really drag it out, cut it up, dissect it, put in the crap that they want to be in there just to make you pay more money, which is exactly what they've done with Star Wars. The lack of content is ridiculous. If we're going to compare this game to Star Wars Battlefront of the old 2005 Star Wars Battlefront 2, where you played as a Jedi amongst loads of other Jedi, and you know, you just had a massive battle on Tatooine or something, or you had epic space battles fighting alongside X-Wings and Star Destroyers. Mate, you don't get anything close to that in this game. Nothing at all. The microtransactions riddled it within this game is a joke. It takes you ages to unlock things because of how the in-game currency is set out, but it also wants you to pay more money straight away. It wants you to buy DLCs before they are released, hardly giving you any sort of description on what you are going to get. Doesn't that just sound ridiculous? It says that you get 4 maps and other little bits and pieces, but it doesn't exactly tell you what. And if it's going to be something similar to the actual game, it's not worth it. It really isn't. And I hope that you guys recognise it. Please don't spend your money on this game if you don't want to be disappointed. Only spend your money on this game if you like the game, so to speak. So apart from that, it really gets me quite cheesed off when the game is riddled with microtransactions. So we're going to move on. So the in-game stuff, we're going to leave the other bits and pieces, what we thought the game was going to be. We're going to leave that behind. We're going to go to the in-game things. One of the biggest ones is the aim assist. For me personally, if you were to aim at someone, yeah, your crosshairs do follow them, but it's for a little tiny brief period in time. The moment that person starts running or jumping, that's it, mate. Your aim assist is gone, and you got to really try and follow them with your crosshairs, your weapon, your aim, and it's difficult. Now, some people might like that. Some people might say that it makes it feel more legit, but it doesn't, because when a game like this, where it's so easy to kill people but also so very easy to die, you know, you want the best aim assist you can get. You don't want to be following enemies around when someone can creep up behind you whilst you're shooting someone. It's not good at all. So that was the kill to dying. The lack of customization is a big one. This is what people were also really cheesed off about with this game. So if we're going to talk quickly about your character customization, this is only an online game, by the way. There's no story, which we'll come to later. That will be another big thing. We're just going to talk online right now. So both Rebels and Imperials, both customizations, both characters, they're basically exactly the same, just with different variations of outfits and suits, bits and pieces. Imperials, you got your choice of normal stormtroopers. You can unlock to have the helmet off, and then you pick a head. It's not exactly a custom head, it's one that EA have made. You don't get to customize it in any sort of way. And then the higher levels get the choice of a scout trooper, which look pretty cool, and then a dark trooper, if that's their correct name. I'm not sure, please quote me if I'm incorrect, but it's just a stormtrooper with a black suit basically, and it takes absolutely ages to get to the required level in order to unlock them, and they're not cheap. They've done it in the sense that you got to work your way into this game to get the money to meet that level so you can afford that thing that you want. It's, you know, it takes a while. And then on the Rebel side it's exactly the same. You got your choice of standard Rebel soldier. You can take the helmet off and you can put on a customized head. When you get past level 40 or 45, you get the option of putting on a head from a character within the Star Wars world. I can't quite remember their names, but if you do know them, please put them in below. Some of them are pretty cool, but it just makes you feel like, is it worth it? Is it worth the hassle? It really isn't. The weapons in the game, I think, if I'm off the top of my head, you get about 11. It's not a lot. 11 weapons in a game of this size. It's not a lot at all. You don't get no customization of it. You can't customize your scopes and bits and pieces like that. People would say that that is legit, you know, it seems right to do. Why would you customize a plasma rifle, whatever you want, blaster rifle in Star Wars? What do you expect to do with it? Fair point, but there's always something you can do to make it seem more unique to you, so to speak. The in-game currency kind of thing, which we've sort of brushed upon when it comes to customization, is quite difficult to get. Every now and again they will launch double points week or weekend, which is a great help because that actually doesn't matter when a double points is released, but it takes you ages. If you were to do, let's say, 30 kills, 15 deaths in a game, that is a very good score for this sort of game. Very good. You'll most likely come third, second or first with a score like that. You would get average or around 800 points altogether when everything's accumulated at the end of your game for you to spend on your customizations and bits and pieces. But the thing is that everything is so expensive in this game. It takes you about 5 games to get an average amount where you can buy about 2 new items. Half the time you would unlock all of them and then have nothing to do, nothing to spend, but with all these points still there. So they're making you want to wait for the DLCs to come out, for the new things to appear, in order for you to buy the new things. You know, they got it all in a little circle, a little like infinity figure of 8. Everything just continues and goes on and on. So the in-game currency is a bit of a joke. So we're going to go on to what else is within the game. The heroes and villains. We're going to stick to the game mode of Walker Assault here. Now, in Walker Assault, it's 20 versus 20 in a map which is divided into 3 sections. So a massive vast map where you, as a rebel, want to activate your station so you can bring in your A-Wings to take out the AT-ATs. If you're the Imperials, you've got to stop the rebels and take down these stations so that the AT-ATs don't get attacked. And then you just shoot down a ship that's down the other end of the map. Within this map you get hero pickups, which aren't, there's no like, on the mini-map there's no way to see where they are, so you're just lucky to find one when you walk up next to it. So for your rebels you got Han Solo, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker. They're all very good and they're all very OP. So if we're going to talk about how easy it is for you to die as a soldier, think of how easy it is to be killed by one of these heroes. Literally, Luke Skywalker is one of the best people you can play as. If you don't pick him in any map for the Rebels, I don't know why you have this game. I've done 30-0 many times or better. He just zips in and out. His lightsaber swings are so quick. Like you're just harass this game basically. For the Imperials, you got Vader, Boba Fett, and Emperor Palpatine. Vader he seems like he should be better. He's really slow. He jumps around really slowly. He has more in the way of long distance lightsaber attacks than what Luke does, but Luke compromises because of his speed. And right now in a game like this, speed overcomes power. So Darth Vader is a letdown. Boba Fett, very powerful, really good with his jetpack. It takes him it's one shot per kill most of the time when he uses blaster. Emperor Palpatine, I've never really used him, if I'm honest. I can't really say whether he's that good or not because I haven't really used him, but he's something different to play as, I guess. And when you play as either Princess Leia or Emperor Palpatine, your other comrades in the game, your other teammates, have the option to play as like an Imperial guard or the guard for Leia, where they have weapons that you wouldn't normally have, or you would only have after unlocks. And they don't have much. They have the same amount of health, I think, as what the normal ones do, your normal players. But yeah, it's still a little bit extra for you to have if you like to play as one of them two. But ladies and gentlemen, we have saved the best for last when it comes to the bad points. We kind of came across it in the video already, where I talked about lack of story. No solo campaign, nothing like any sort of storyline at all. This game is basically multiplayer only. Now, just let that sink in for a minute. Imagine how good it would have been to have made your own Jedi or Sith, or just pick in one in general, and then having some sort of little story going on. Imagine if it was RPG based. How fucking amazing would this game have been? It would have been so good with any sort of storyline, but we got nothing. Some people might like that. Some people might like the fact that this is only multiplayer and you get a lot out of it because it's multiplayer. But me personally, I think a game like this needs to have a storyline. So there is all the bad points, guys. If there is any more, do say so. Have your opinions known. And if you think I'm wrong, and again, please do say so. That's what the opinions and that's what the comment section is there for. But there is good points in this game, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. So, the visuals of this game are fucking sick. This game comes top trumps when it comes to the graphics, the landscapes, the colours. It is so well done. It literally looks like they have copied and pasted from the films, from Return of the Jedi, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back. They look like they've copy and pasted these landscapes into the game with exquisite detail and precision. Another really good thing about this game is the sound effects. The sound effects are spot on. Nothing wrong with them at all. The noises of the blaster rifles to the sound of the AT-ATs and X-Wings, they are all fucking sick. So that is going to bring us to the end of this video, guys. Right now, the best point is that for this precise moment in time, the game is going cheap. In game it's £30 brand new, 25 pre-owned. Right now it is a bargain. Do go out and get it if you want something different to play. But thank you very much for watching, guys. We're going to end the video here, as I don't want you watching any more of my gameplays. You're probably getting quite bored. So that was the first video on my new Let's Rant series. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.